This is crazy stuff, but it went up 89x. Honestly, yeah, it went up 89x or more. Low key, 100x, bro. Because let's see what time exactly. Let's just figure out. I'm just curious. Don't run this at home. This is dangerous stuff, dude. It's dangerous for you, dude. You gotta learn how to algo trade first. This is like a byproduct of algo trading, because I was focused on building algorithms, and eventually, okay, so that's the bar we bought on right here. But what's the price? I don't know how to do that. It doesn't look like it's getting all the way to 99. Dude, that's like 1,000x. No, I don't know about that. I'm capping now. So here's the bar we bought on, right here. That's what we bought on. I'm just kind of trying to figure out the reason I'm not trying to like show this off. I don't care that it did well. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to optimize this part here, the config where I put 9x yesterday. Is that enough? I know that's crazy to say, but is that enough? Because before we were at 5x and yesterday did better. So is 9x enough? So how do I do this? I'm such a noob, bro. Like the noobness is so gross. I should not qualify to this. Okay, I think I can see the blue bar right there. I'm just trying to see the peak to trough or whatever they said. Okay, so bro, this was a 230x. So let's say it's a 200x, all right? Low key 200x. So Jeff Bezos went 200x last night. I don't know if that's true, but I'm gonna say that because look, that's my blue line right here. It went all the way up here. I know that was only an hour bar here, but if our bot's quick enough, it can get out. So does that mean I sold too early? Yeah, it do mean that, but I don't know if it's better for the other bots because you're not going to get a 200x every day, you know? So let's go ahead and find this token 1A. Let's see, I should still have some of it in there. Here it is. And you can see it did rug pull. Well, not rug pull. It didn't rug pull. It just came all the way back down. So this bot is working exactly like we wanted, because it bought here, sold here, and then it came all the way back down. So, but the key here was we only sold 70%. So we got a 10x pretty much. Sold 70%, then that 30% went bonkers, because that was our biggest sell. Remember, first sold for 16 and then 24, but this was based off of whatever 16, 30% of 30% of, anyways, it's based off like $6. So after we sold, it went another 6x, which is crazy. Okay, cool. We did a little review. We understand what this bot does. Throw a 1 in the chat if everything is clear. Throw a 1 in the chat if the bot makes sense and you're all caught up to speed. Let me go ahead and check the chat if anybody's here yet. Throw a 1 in the chat if you bot makes sense now. I just wanted to make sure it is very clear before we move on to the next step. And you know, throw a 1 in the chat if you feel like the bot makes sense to you. If it does make sense to you, I'm gonna move on to the next part. Good morning, Keith. Hey, how are you, bro? Trent, good to see you, dude. Yes, I was super early today. Mr. Ducats, what's up, bro? Glad to see the market held up after that sell-off. Uni was a big winner. Good morning, Gato. Hard care. Good morning. Smash that like button, bros. We got to get up to 20 likes. Good morning, Andre. How are you? Gato likes you. Yukon and GMC. I don't know what that is. Don't those huge buys sells come in one block though? Probably. Keith says 1. Trent says 1. Okay. Trent's trying to figure out why he didn't pick up pesos. Yeah, man. I do not know. That's the thing. Is like we've these bots into the market and they don't have a brain of their own because we coded it all. But like, how do you reverse engineer it, or like how do you make sure? Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is like, again, driving a Ferrari and I've never driven before. So I'm just like trying to figure this out on the fly. And I thought, hey, why not share it with you guys? Speaking of Trent, I appreciate you, dog, for sending over the pretty stuff. What's the pretty stuff? Well, we're about to update this code here, so it's much more easy on the eyes. Easy on the eyes. Can you tell me that? No, it's called term color. Term color. What is term color in Python? To change the text color, we use a Python library called term color. To install term color, pip install term color. So we're gonna change some of this output so it's a little easier on our eyes. It's a little easier to see what's going on. How did you fumble it, bro? Trent says his grab. So Trent's been here building with me, and Trent's the man. But he said his bot grabbed GIF, but he fumbled the bag. How did you fumble the bag? What's your settings? Like, do you have sell all or something? I'm curious about that. So we're gonna implement this term color here to change the text color of the output. This is kind of cute, you know. It's not like a necessity, but I want to make this so it's super easy to follow along in my videos, because sometimes I just need to take a step